Jeff Feller. I'm dedicating this to everyone who's fighting to stay alive. Nira Johnson from the Hepatitis C Stories group. And thank Dale Orlando Smith for helping me when I took a solo performance class. Okay, here we go. Let's kick it. I'm a 9-year post-transplant person, March 10th, 2014. It's a cold day in February, the 22nd to be exact. I grabbed a cab not to be too late, and I arrive at my doctor's office on time. I'm here to get the results of my biopsy report. The one that will tell me if I have a bad case of hepatitis C or a mild case. The previous events leading to this were, interesting enough. I'd gotten into the hospital gowns, you know, the ones that can't hide all your body no matter how hard you try. Anyway, I'm in for this biopsy of my liver. I read the papers before I sign them. Hospitals are crazy. They give you all these release forms, you know. But they never expect you to read them. Anyway, I read this part where it says that the procedure can result in my death. A long pause. I'm like, what the fuck? It goes on to say I will not hold the hospital responsible in the event that I die. I know contract law. I put a line through the note. I put a line through the not responsible part and I initial it. Doctor comes in, he reads the form, he sees the lines and he asks, what's this all about? And I tell him, hey, I know contract law and yes, I'll hold you responsible. He says, listen here, here's the deal. I put a very tiny needle into your liver and take a microscopic piece out. There's always a chance I'll move the needle too far to the left or the right or take out too much and you'll bleed to death. But it only happens 1 in 100,000 times, he says. He then says to me, so how are you? I say, who cares? How am I? How are you? You got to point that thing. You have a good night? Good night's sleep? No troubles here with the old lady? No problem parking the car? No road rage? Notices I'm still wearing my Yankee hat and he looks at me and he says, don't worry, I'm going to pitch a good game. Now anyway, as I was saying, I get to my doctor's office to find out my results. I'm sitting in his office 2 hours and 20 minutes. Finally, I moved into a cubicle, one of 9. I'm sitting there like a trick, a John. A nurse comes in and leaves my chart on the stool, and she leaves. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Fuck it, I open my chart. Boom. To be referred to a liver transplant center. It's like Tyson cold-cocked me. My mind races to many places in time. Like the time I donated blood to in my junior year at college. I was a 29-year-old junior, and I get a letter in the mail. 3 months after I donated the blood, it says, your blood showed signs of hepatitis. Hepatitis? I threw it away. They're crazy. I have too much energy to have liver disease. My mind races to 3 years later when I get blood work at a doctor's. The results are, oh my God, 9A, 9B hepatitis. I get scared. Oh my God, I'll never be able to have unprotected sex again. It's pre-HIV, mind you. I think to myself, I won't be able to have unprotected sex and I'm going to die. The doctor says, don't worry, live your life. You can live till you're in your 60s and never feel it. Can I drink, doctor? He said, sure, don't worry about it. Well, I said to myself, liver and alcohol have never been friends. So I went from 3 times a week to 3 times a year. I asked the doc, how did I get hepatitis B? 9A, 9B. He said, razors, drugs, tattoos, don't worry, you'll be fine. My mind raced to the tattoo I got at the shooting gallery where I got a tattoo. The razors I'd borrowed when I shaved to get to my job as a busboy in the Catskills. My mind raced to those 11 or 14 times I shot drugs. But they had bleach kits or new needles. My mind raced. I was in shock. I could only think of one thing. Holy shit, I'm gonna die. So anyway, here I am. This coming March 10, 2014, I'll be 9 years post-liver transplant. I waited 5 years and 10 months. I was in and out of the hospital last year before my transplant so many times. I had life alert. I woke up at 6 in the morning and 6 at night to answer life alert. If I didn't answer, the ambulance came. I woke up in the hospital a whole lot. I'm very lucky that I'm still alive. After the transplant, I wasn't even 5 months after the transplant, and they told me the hepatitis C returned. I had a rejection. It gave me time to think, because what they wanted me to do was take interferon and ribavirin. At the time, that's the cocktail, the chemo, that gives a person a 50% chance of getting rid of the hepatitis C. They've advanced those drugs since then, but anyway, those were the drugs that were offered to me, and January of 2006, less than a year after my transplant, I began what was a 15 months of taking those drugs. Now you're scared because it says that you can get suicidal and homicidal ideations. I mean, that's not exactly bring on the love. I can't wait to do that drug. But I went to the psychiatrist. They gave me, on my own choice, antidepressant. I got through the 15 months without any major episodes. A year after you take the medicine, if you are still hepatitis C free, you beat the mother. I am very happy and very blessed to be able to say that since I have taken these drugs, 1 year later I still was hepatitis C free. I wound up doing it for 15 months, the treatment. I've been hepatitis free for 7 years now. Thank you very much. I wish all strength to everyone. Thank you.